Hi, over the next 10 minutes or so, I'm going to ask a few straightforward questions about money, your relationship with it, how you manage it, and what you've done with it. If you've been following Women on Wealth on social media, you know that we are committed to women and helping them create wealth for critical financial goals by providing easy to follow financial training. So, the questions I'm about to ask are not to snoop into your life. They are to shine a light on the truth of your money life and how you can take it to the next level in the face of difficult circumstances. Ready? Let's begin. You will definitely benefit if you have a paper and pencil for notes. Does your salary finish before the end of the month? Do you have to borrow money in the last week of the month? Are you broke? Do you have no savings? Do you find it difficult to save money? Are you anxious or stressed about your finances? Do you think you need to earn more money to save it? If your salary increased in the past, did your expenses go up too? In your experience, no matter how much your salary increases, you can't save. If you said yes to any of these, then this video is for you. If not, pass it on to a friend or family who needs it. You will collect some digital karma. Here are a few steps you can take today. Step number 1. Acknowledge that you are living paycheck to paycheck. No hiding, no putting stuff under the carpet, no shaming. Financial education has never been a part of our school and college system. So, how can you expect to save money, invest it well, and reach your financial goals? Only when we acknowledge that there is a problem in our current financial situation can we do something about it. Once we acknowledge this, we get that we need support and that we need to address this issue and alter our financial destiny. Step number 2. Identify your financial goals. Why do you want to come out of living paycheck to paycheck? How would it change your life? Is it that you want to build that retirement corpus, your children's higher education, buy that house, build a corpus for your parents' old age, and more? Identify your why. Why do you want to do what you want to do, and is it compelling enough? Also, what will happen if you don't get there? What is the cost you're going to pay for not altering the situation? Example, if you're 40 years old and you don't build your retirement fund, will you have to work for many more years post 60? You would need to depend on your children for your well-being in your old age. Do you really want that? What is the cost you're going to pay for not taking charge? Your independence, your well-being, your respect, your quality of life, and more. Now that you've identified the cost, ask yourself, do you want to pay it? If no is your answer, here is the next step. Step number 3. Identify your current financial habits. Identify what is really happening, what you're really doing. You don't know where your money goes. Do you spend without thinking? You can see that you are an impulsive buyer. Look at what you're doing financially. No harsh judgments, no criticism, no pulling yourself down. The key is to be factual about what is happening. Are you trying to match up to your peers, friends, family members? Are you trying to prove something to someone? Are you rebelling against your parents who didn't let you spend that much money as a child? Do you need to spend money to maintain a certain friend circle on network? You go out and eat out, or you order in quite a lot. The third step here is to identify what is really happening. And then the next step is to examine if your spending is aligned to your value system. If you value spending money on your health, but you spend money on buying and eating unhealthy food frequently, you might want to red flag this habit. Not living your values will lead to more lack of fulfillment and stress. Let me share from my personal life. I value waking up at 5 a.m. for which I need to sleep early, while my friends value partying late till night. I just live my values. I value peace, being by myself most times, supporting other people, and growing with velocity. Sleeping early and getting up early helps me do that. So I follow my schedule. Step number 4. Your lack of money is really and truly not about your salary. Remember the time when your salary was less? Yes. Just get that living paycheck to paycheck has very little to do with your income and more to do with your and your family's financial habits, mindset, expenses, yardstick of fulfillment, and more. Let me share from my life again. I saved when I was earning 1500 rupees over 15 years ago, 7500 rupees about 14 years ago, 12,500, then 20,000 for many years. My savings rate was 80 to 90% and it continues to be the same even till today. While the world expects financially free people to look a certain way, I choose a simple and more minimalist life. This helped me focus where my focus needs to be, in making a difference, contributing to the world, and enriching lives. So it is not your salary, it is more and beyond. Step number 5. While write each rupee that comes in and goes out of your life. In our courses and in the Women Investors community, we highly recommend our members to write each rupee that comes in and goes out of their lives. The intention is to become a financially conscious person. Financial consciousness builds in financial intelligence, which helps you make independent and confident decisions with money. This is not about being a miser or calculative. It is just about being financially conscious, being confident, and in control. These are the few steps from our financial system, the Women on Wealth's Money Gym program, your personal finance blueprint. In this program, we help you put all these steps and much more in action. We help you learn and implement the system so that you can alter your financial destiny. You deserve more and you deserve the best. Attend a free introduction to this course on Sunday. Book your seat by sending in your contact details, just DM. If you've already attended a free introduction and you've been waiting for that right time to come, here it is. The right time has come. No more procrastinating, no more waiting for that one day, someday to come. Financial education is not expensive. Staying put in such financial situations are tough. Take action and commit for your financial progress. If you have attended our Money Gym course and you are a part of the inner circle, pass this video on. Send it to your friends, family, in various groups you might be a part of. Who knows who needs to listen to this video? Pass it on and let us together support 50 lakh women become financially educated. Time for some comments. Start typing now. Take charge.